So what did you think Tantra was before you started practicing it?
I think my thought before learning anything about it was more like, oh, they're sexual positions, almost like Kama Sutra. I think that was what my original idea was of Tantra. I had no idea that it went so deep into who you are as a person and into your spirit and everything else.
Yes, it's like endlessly, infinitely deep.
Yes.
And what made you decide to try it?
You actually. So I was dabbling with a few different transformations, I guess, and a lot of self-care. And I had actually been introduced to you through another book. And I was like, oh, I'm going to check this out. And there was a few other women who were very big on Tantra and sexual empowerment and women empowerment. But they all felt very kind of robotic and very like, this is my persona on YouTube or whatever their website was.
Yeah.
Yours was so genuine and like your energy and everything. I was like, I want that. I want to know what that is. I followed the videos. I did all the practices. I was like, this feels so weird. And I just did it, and it like pushed me through a threshold I didn't know was possible.
So what was that threshold?
I think there were so many limitations. There was shame, there was guilt, and not just sexuality. I mean, definitely there, but it was almost shame for being a woman. Like I didn't have the permission to feel and be and really take the world for what it is. And it's here for me, it's here for you, it's here for everybody. I didn't have that ability, especially, you know, I became a widow unexpectedly, obviously. I just felt very low and kind of lost. And Tantra really helped me to achieve everything that I wanted to after that. I mean, the last 5 years of my life have been insane since then.
Wow. So what practices did you actually do that felt the most transformative for you?
I think the meditation was really good, focusing on my energy. A lot of the energy work has been very powerful for me, led me into doing Reiki and all those other things. Really like kind of connecting with my partner, connecting with myself, being able to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself that I love myself and I can see where I'm going, and tell my partner that I love them, in the eye gazing and the breathing and letting go of the embarrassment, the guilt, all those things, and just being free. Those were the practices that I really loved.
And when you really realized, like, you know, the depth of shame that you were carrying around being a woman, what did it feel like? How was that impacting your life?
I think it impacted me everywhere. I think even being a mom, I felt like I didn't have the permission to have full freedom because I always felt like, oh, I'm not doing this right and I'm not doing that right. And society says, and my mom says, and Christianity says, and this says, and that says. I could never really reach my full potential because I was always living under somebody else's guideline. I wasn't living for myself. I wasn't living for my spirit. I wasn't really connecting to my dharma. I wasn't connected at all. And then once I got into Tantra, it gave me the avenue to reach all of these other things. And I don't know, I think it was like one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Yeah. And so when you started to feel that awakening, what did that actually feel like in your body?
Initially, I think it was scary. It was hard to be vulnerable even with myself. It was frightening to feel those feelings, to feel the crying, to feel just kind of like this big weight was lifted, but then also pressed on you, because now you have to face all of these things. You have to look at them for what they are. You have to take that journey and find who you are and where you're going to go with that. And now that I know who I am, I can't just sit here with it. Like, where am I going? And it was so exciting and exhilarating, but initially it was terrifying. It was emotional. It was transcendent almost.
And so then what happened practically in your life? Like you said, the last 5 years were insane.
So that is a crazy journey. So I became a life and relationship coach. I do hypnotherapy. I am a Reiki master. I got my yoga teacher training because, you know, the Tantra and yoga is totally connected. I'm currently actually going through the Holistic Institute in Studio City, doing my massage therapy and advanced neuromuscular therapy program. And eventually I would like to open up a full wellness center. And I want to be able to teach, you know, yoni practices and all these other things to really empower, but also teach like you do, where you are actually showing like, these are the health benefits, these are the spiritual benefits, these are the things that connect. It's not just about sex, it's not just about feeling freedom. It's releasing that inner bird of energy and focus out into the world and enjoying it.
Yes. Oh, amazing. And how did it help you, if this is correct, because it sounded like it helped you move through grief?
I think it was a lot easier for me because the way that my husband passed was actually through suicide. So it's natural for anyone who's connected to that to feel that guilt. What could I have done? What should I have done? How could I, if I had said this or done this, you carry a very, very heavy load of guilt.
Yeah.
Going through Tantra, as difficult as it was to face those things, I was able to release that guilt. I was able to release the shame. I was able to release just the stigma that comes with it, and to really not only do it for myself, but become super spiritual to where I was able to help my kids through their mourning process, because I feel like I was stunted until that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so powerful. The last thing I'd want to know is anyone who's thinking of doing Tantra, what would you tell them?
Do not hesitate. Do it totally open.
Yeah.
Be open to the process. Be open to the feelings. Be open to the things that feel silly or weird. Be open to the vulnerability and intimacy that comes with it, because in the end, it is like something you could never have even imagined was possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh.